Okay, in part B, we're integrating the square root of 2x minus 1 dx. Okay, so what would you let u equal? Yeah, you can think of the square root as a grouping symbol, right? So I would let u equal just the guy underneath the radical. But then what's du? Technically it's 2 dx, isn't it? All right. The problem is you don't have a perfect du already. You need 2 dx for it to be what I call a perfect du. So let's put it in there. Let's rewrite it as the square root of 2x minus 1. And then let's put in that 2 dx. What's the problem? I changed the value of the integrand, didn't I? Can I compensate? Because 2 is a constant, you're multiplying by 2 in the integrand, I can compensate. I can multiply outside by 1/2. And that's the same integral we started with now, isn't it? Yeah. So now it's much like the first problem. I can think of this, so think then, don't actually make the substitution, but think of this then as the square root of u, and then this guy is 2 dx is du, right? Or better yet, think of it as, just to remind you, not square root of u, but u to the 1/2 power, right? To remind you that you have to use the power rule for integrating here. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on in our heads here. So now let's integrate this essentially, but not make the substitution. Again, if you want to make the substitution, you can. That's fine. So what would we get? Well, don't forget to leave the 1/2 out here, right? Otherwise, you'll be off by a factor of 1/2. And then when you integrate u to the 1/2, what do you get? U being 2x minus 1. What's the rule? You reverse the power rule of differentiation, right? So what do? You add 1 to the exponent, which gives you 3/2, and then divide by 3/2, which is the same as multiplying by 2/3. I'll do that right there. And then I suppose we have a plus c out there. Make sense? Okay. If I'm going too slow, let me know. If I'm going too fast, let me know. Okay? But it's better to go too slow than too fast, I've found, right? So what does this become? 1/3 times the quantity 2x minus 1 to the 3/2 plus c.